Peace, family. Peace, family. Thank you for joining me here with this video. I ain't even gonna cap to you. My energy is off the wall. Like, don't get me wrong. I've been grounding a lot lately, but it's just like the energy today, just on the planet, just got me like in the ethers for sure. Like, so we're going like definitely we're gonna get into like traditions and customs and like why the hell we need to make our own for real, because it's time, yo. It's time. So before we even get into the message, right? Like if you hear my crystals bouncing around and stuff, I also got amethyst and a Herkimer diamond like right here. You feel me? And then I'm holding magic, mystical merlinite, and blue apatite. You feel me? So you see where I'm at. You see where I'm at. So like before we even get into this, like thank you for taking the time to view this video. Big gratitude out to you. You could have been doing a million things right now, but you came here to watch this shit. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm gonna make sure like it's worth it too. You feel me? We're gonna make sure it's worth it too. So like let's get into what a tradition even is. You know what I mean? Like we hear our word like all the time. You know what I mean? Like we got traditions in our family. Like the country we live in got traditions. There's worldly traditions. There's traditions with religion. Like, so what's a religion? I mean, like, what's a tradition? What's a religion? So like a tradition is a transmission of customs or beliefs from generation to generation, or the fact of being like it's this way, like it's only this way, right? And then the second one is a doctrine believed that have divine authority, though not in the scriptures. I'll say that one again. A doctrine believed to have divine authority, though not in the scriptures. Divine authority, but not in the scriptures. So that means we out here following traditions that's not in the scripture. What? Crazy, right? Okay. Like, what's the deal with that? See, this is the thing, man. Like, this is the thing. Like, we got this if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of attitude when it comes to certain things. Like, we put it on our upbringing and be on some like, well, mama said this and Grammy said that and my granddaddy did it this way and my daddy did it that way. Like, nah, man, stop blaming it. Stop pushing the blame. Because we have to like understand that like we've been doing these things generation for generation after generation. And it's like, this is what causes like generational curses in a way, depending on what the tradition is. Even if it's just a light tradition, right? If it's like, all right, every man in this family has to work at the family store, no other job, can't pursue his dreams, stuff like that. But it's on some like, but you know, like you was put here for a purpose, and you don't like, you want to die like not fulfilling your purpose. Like that's not going to go well. That's not going to go well. And it's like, you're going to hate your life. You're going to hate that shit. Like you're going to be like, yo, like I'm just working this remedial ass thing. Like, no, man, no. It's time to break the mold. It's time to break it, because it's like, why are we doing this? And then most of the time we're following traditions that like our ancestors didn't even follow. We learned it on the way. Like, and then because it's like at a time period, like for some traditions, we was forced to partake in these traditions. And then boom, like, why? Like, why still partake in something that we were forced to partake to, that we never even like used to participate in the first place, or even like wasn't even aware of some stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like, we wasn't doing it in the first place. It don't make like, that just don't make sense to me. That don't sit well with me at all. Like, hold on, like we're doing this and my ancestors didn't even do that? Are you serious? What? Like, nah, like, no. So, no. We gotta break that. Like, those types of traditions, like those heavy ones like that, we gotta break that. And that's where like I'm just gonna leave that at, because that's a whole different thing. It's on like what we shouldn't be doing, what we are doing. That's a whole nother vid. But trust me, that's on the way. That's definitely on the way, because that's extremely important. Because a whole lot of us is just out here following bullshit, and it's like, no, and then it's like like there's just so many problems. There's just so many problems, and it's like it's literally programming. We have to unprogram ourselves to like this fixed reality. Like we have to find like our own reality. Like really, like we got to tap in. We got to like do traditions that actually really mean something to us. We got to like create customs that really mean something to us. That's actually something that's really powerful. You know what I mean? Like some of the shit that we be following just holds us back, because we're like, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to do this because, nah, this person wouldn't have done it this way. Nah, no. Okay, yeah, that's so dope that you're like thinking of that person. Like, nah, that really is so dope. But it's like, no, don't let that hold you back. Don't let that hold you back at all. Like, what's the point? Like, for example, right? Like, we got folks out here still celebrating Christopher Columbus Day, after we know the type of man he was. What? Like, do I need to say more? What about Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving didn't go like that. It wasn't that type of vibe. And some of us got real deep heritage to that. Like, what? And we're cool with that? Nah, man, no. Like, I'm all for family time and like going to spend time with family and stuff like that. But it's like, you know what we could do? We could like flip it. We could like, flip the holidays that cater to the truth, or like that we actually care about, something that like our kids is actually going to want to celebrate. Like, whatever what your beliefs are about Christmas, you feel me? It's like one thing that definitely sticks out to me is like that low key, like just breaks my heart. It's just like how people are just only excited about the presents. Everybody's only excited about the presents. And it's like, you know what we could do? Instead of like giving presents to others, why don't we give presents to the earth? Why don't we give presents to Mother Gaia? You feel me? Why don't we go out there and we plant some seeds? Why don't we plant some apple trees? Why don't we plant some oranges? You know what I mean? Depending on your location. If you can't do that, go clean up some litter. Go help somebody. Go talk to somebody, Do some shadow work. You know what I mean? If you really want to break it down, like, you could look at Jesus Christ as an example of like how like the ascension process and how an ascendant being is supposed to operate, or like how someone operates in like their like utmost good, I guess, right? And you could like use that to be like, you know what? I'm going to teach, I'm going to use this day to teach my kids like how to vibe high, like the benefits of vibing high and why it's so important to vibe high and just maintaining a high frequency and just not being afraid to tap into your consciousness. You know what I mean? Like, we could flip it like that. Like, that'd be so dope. That would be so dope. And it's like, we even got traditions where it's like, a lot of people will eat like pork on the first day of the new year, Like, our family does that. And it's like, well, we be knowing how bad pork is for us, Like, we know how bad pork is for us. And it's like, or even we know what these eating habits is just horrible. And we still partake in them, Like, nah, why not just flip it? Why not make a spaghetti squash or something? Why not make, like, just straight up crazy vegan, like, stuffed peppers, for, the first day of the new year? Make a new tradition. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't like just out with the old and with the new. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of vibe I'm on. But I'm not on that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. or like, you know what, Mama drove a Honda, I drove a Honda, I'ma drive a Honda. Like, shut up. Like, no. Like, what? Like some of us got traditions like that. Like, no, it's like, okay, yes, it feels comfortable, but it's not good to always feel comfortable like that. That's not a good way to feel that's not the type of comfortability that you want in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's comfortable. That's a bed. That's like sleeping on glass. That's like sleeping on stones. Like, you think it's comfortable and it's prickling in your back. Like, no. We got to break these things, you know? And it's like, how do we break these things? It's literally what I was just saying. Like, it's time to rise up. It's time to take a stand. You feel me? It's time to accept responsibility. That's the biggest thing. It's time to, like, boom, we are aware, okay? We're aware, especially my tapped in brothers and sisters. We are aware. So it's like, yo, we got to take responsibility. Stop pushing the blame. Okay, we know this, we know that, but how are we going to change it? What's next? What do we got to do? What are our next steps forward? Like, we got this shit. We was put here for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, to raise the frequency. You think we gonna raise the frequency and not step on no toes? For real? You think we gonna raise the frequency and like not step on no toes? Like, no, nah. Because the people who don't want to raise their vibe up high, they gonna be pissed. So we gonna step on their toes automatically. So we shouldn't let that hold us back. And that's like the biggest message I've been like conveying to myself. Because it's like, I be like, damn, I want to do this, but I don't want to step on this person's toes. I want to do this, but I don't want to step on that person's toes. But it's like, you know what? If I'm walking in my divine path, it don't matter who toes I step on because the source got me regardless. Because I'm doing what I got to do, because I'm putting the work in and I'm doing what I was put here for. You feel me? Like, this shit goes deep. You know what I mean? Like, we got to stop looking at the, like, okay, I'm just following this. I'm just doing this. You know, no, because it's holding us back. That shit's holding us back. Like, no. And it's like, I'm so passionate about this because it's like, it's just ongoing and it's ongoing and it's ongoing. Like, no, my indigos, my crystals, stand up, rise up. Let's, come on. It's time for us to break the mold. It's time for us to break the mold. Like, we know what we're supposed to do here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it cracking. Like, you gotta stop being comfortable. Get out of the bed. You feel me? Like, dust your shoulders off. Come on. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Shield up. Protect yourself. Let's get it. Like, there's no time like the present. The present is now. You feel me? And we just gotta just stop bullshitting. It's time to step into our power. And how we step into our power, like one of the ways or one of the steps, either or, is breaking traditions and creating new ones. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Like, I got this tattoo right here, right? And it's an owl with the all-seeing eye in his mouth with the tree behind it. And that means, like, wisdom is, like, always in the mouth of the beholder. And it means nature over greed. You feel me? Like, it's just powerful. It just runs so deep because it's like, we got to tap back into ourselves. We got to tap back into nature. We got to rewild ourselves. You know what I mean? We don't, like, so many of us are like not even aware of our ashe. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing? We just wasting time. Like, the time is now. Like, for all of us who's paying attention, like, we know what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? And we like we watching it like this. You know what I'm saying? But now it's time to start watching it like this. You feel me? And then pretty soon you're going to start watching it like this. Because you're going to be ready to fight. You feel me? Because it's like, this is what we came here to do. It is our time. And we got to pave the way for the kids that come after us. Like, we got to pave the way for our loved ones that's going to come after us. So that way, the right things is put in place. But all of this bullshit that's going on right now, that we're still blaming on like mommy and daddy, grandma and grandpa, we gotta throw that shit out the window. We gotta throw that shit out the window immediately. It doesn't serve us no more. Okay? We learn from it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Like, we gotta break the mold. My indigos, my crystals, stand up. The time is now. Let's get it. You feel me? Yeah. So thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. Hopefully, like, this resonated with you heavy. If it did so, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. You feel me? And yeah, like, please share this message, because this is like people need to hear this. Like, people need to hear this. And I like to just thank Source for just using me and speaking through me to like give y'all this message, because like this was in my head so much. Like, spirit has been coming through so much heavy. And on like my channel, like I dropped like the channel message, and then spirit was like, no, like, you're not done yet, you gotta drop a video about this. You know what I mean? Like, when spirit calls, you gotta answer it, you gotta listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. This is what we do as light workers, you feel me? This is what we do. And yeah, so be on the lookout for more messages, lectures, you feel me? And I definitely got a gang of guided meditations that is going to do some real dope healing for y'all. And yeah, so once again, thank you, family. Peace, everybody. Take care. Love y'all.